The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi traders, and welcome to Wednesday live trading session. So today, as always, I am with you, and each Wednesday we have also our live session where we scan markets and search for new trading ideas. So I hope that today's market will also provide us with good setups. And as always, guys, before we start, we need to go with a disclaimer first, but let me show you that patience is the key to trading success, and you should always be very patient, waiting for the setup to come to you. Do not risk more than you can handle, and of course, uh, above all, try to wait for the price and do not chase it. Risk disclaimer stating all possible risks associated with Forex market, and by accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. Also, have in mind that everything that you see here is my personal opinion and trades, and we do not, and I only trade what I personally see on my account. Also, CFD and Forex are leveraged products and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. And this presentation and the video is for informational and educational purposes only. And all educational materials are available for other markets as a stoner for a global audience. So have in mind that this is part of .com website, not the .co.uk website. Now, why do we trade with our markets? UK Ltd, excellent index offerings as always. Order execution, you have negative balance protection policy, volatility protection settings, a unique tool with other markets, and of course, excellent leverage options, selectable leverage of up to 1 to 500. And of course, MT4 and MT5 Supreme Edition trading platforms. Also, what is important is to state rules and setups. So we use POC zones, master candle setups, wool waves, and of course, price action. Everything you see here, as I already stated, is my personal opinion and trade. Here, we do market or pending orders. We don't scalp. Also, we do positional or breakout trading. If we don't see a setup, we don't trade. That is why we use pending orders. And once you're in a trade, you need to do your own trade management. Recommended risk is 0.5 to 1% per trade. Do not exceed 2%. And you want to trade like professionals do. So losing is part of the business, so keep your risk under control. Session recaps are from Monday till Wednesday. Pending orders are valid from Wednesday till Friday. Okay, and the best is to close your trades before, let's say, Friday noon, because there is usually profit taking. Also, use profit stops, and you can also follow my tweets. When I post the analysis, I immediately tweet and send you the link, and that is usually instantly. So, two trading opportunities. I already have a sell on the GBP dollar. It's in between 39 and 60. Stop loss is 40.00. TP is 38.95. I say 40 because 39.90 is obviously resistance, but you need to add the spread, few more pips. So if the GBP dollar proceeds lower, it should definitely hit 38.95. But at this point, it looks like 38. 30 is definitely a level, a support level. So you can see it here. This is my screen, and you can see that basically I also have I sold it here a little bit higher, 39.62. So anywhere between 35, 39.50 and 60.62 is the level to sell. So I guess that if the price closes below this trend line, it should proceed down. But as I say, now it's a bit supported, so I already scaled out, and I might close it if it hits my entry point. So the thing is, I would still like to see it a little bit lower towards a weekly L3 level. This is a spot where we probably will see maybe some short-term buying, but this is also the level to take profits. As I say, GBP dollar is still bearish, but this is support, so it needs to break through support. So let's see if we can make something out of it. And also beware the crude oil inventories. But as I said, I already have a buy position here. Let me show you buy position on the dollar CAD 28.55. Stop loss is 28.10. TP is 29.60. Again, I'm running this also from the higher time frame perspective, is the 4-hour time frame perspective, and we have a Sandy scallop here. The price rejected from weekly H3, and here at the break of this price, we have a buy position. So as I say, you see the price already hit weekly H4. So if it wants to go further up, it needs to close above weekly H4 at 28.94. The thing is, as I say, we will already have crude oil inventories, so it could be a bit volatile. As I said, I already exited half of my position, so I'm positive now. If the price drops, I might close it at the break even. So I would, again, I'm 20 pips in profit. I closed both GBP dollar and dollar CAD for 20 pips profit. It's called scaling out because I go with, let's say, 0.8 lots and I close 0.4 lots for 20 pips, leave the rest running, putting the stop loss to break even so I don't lose anything. I mean, that's the tactics that I use for my intraday trading position. So, well, at least until now, I mean, it has served me well. So that is my trade management. Of course, guys, as I say, the price is already developing. So, in my opinion, GBP had a rally yesterday, so now it's sell on rallies. Also, dollar CAD, it dipped and it has a double bottom here, exactly this spot and monthly L3. So I don't think that if the pair wants to be bullish, it will go up. The only thing that I'm thinking about now is that crude oil inventories are today. The data should affect dollar CAD because dollar CAD is susceptible to crude oil inventories data. But as I say, generally the pair is in uptrend. You can see the form of the ascending scallop has started to form. The break of yesterday's daily high. Also, MACD is above zero line, having a thinning histogram. It indicates a positive momentum on 4-hour time frame and a continuation of a possible trend. So let's see. I mean, the similar thing is with GBP dollar. GBP dollar is bearish. Also, we have a thinning histogram below zero line MACD. So as you can see, I already scaled out, so I'm not worried about it. So I'm still holding on. Now, also, guys, what I'm thinking about is the gold price. The gold price, if you're gold traders, it has some interesting patterns here. This is, guys, the break of this trend line, so it continues to drop, and I think that it should drop even lower. And you can see it needs to break monthly level now to go to weekly L5, possibly monthly L3. The thing is, if it goes up, this is the spot to go short because we have both EMA and previous order block confluence, also weekly Camarilla. So if you see that it's going up, 1335 is the sell. In my opinion, this is the sell. But gold is definitely reflected also in euro dollar because gold is countered with dollar. Those two, I mean, gold as a safe haven, safe haven asset, and dollar as a safe haven currency. They're negatively correlated. So euro dollar is also dropping. You see, we had a nice drop here. And well, now the price is also going below weekly L4, targeting possibly monthly L5. And gold also, this is the spot to sell. And if the gold drops to weekly L5, or eventually if it breaks weekly and goes to monthly, this is the spot where you can start searching for some possible counter trend scalping trades. So once more, this is what I have. I'm currently running these two positions. As I already told you, I scale out, but I think 39.50 to 60 is the sell zone, and buy zone for dollar CAD 28.55 to 60, 28.10 stop. This is a target. Have in mind that the data crude oil inventories could mess up with it, so be very careful. And of course, if you want to try that and trade it, use low risk, guys. It's very important that you use lower risk settings. Okay, so these are my ideas for you today. As you know, I'm very fast with it. I don't have to do any theory craft. I already explained why, when, and so on and so on. So let's see your questions now. Egils is saying I already closed dollar CAD because it is ADR high projection and at important Camarillas. Okay, Egils, if you close it, no problem, but I scaled out. I mean, it depends on your account. If it is indeed the top of the ATR, I don't have it on the MT5, but yes, let's just check quickly my MT4 on the, yes, it's close to the actual ATR projection. 2905 is the projection. So I actually scaled out because I went with higher position with 0.60. I closed the half of it, and I'm monitoring the price. I might close it at break even if the price drops. But you know, it's still like I'm in a trade, and generally speaking, I think the pair is bullish. So I already made profit. So you know, I am just now in a, it's called free ride. Uh, as I said, this is 4 hour trade, and it could go higher, but it's no problem if you already close it. But still, again, it break yesterday's high, so it definitely should go more to the upside, especially because it broke monthly L1. So possibly targeting this monthly H1 as the first resistance above weekly H4. The question is, what about DEX 30? Okay, DEX 30, as I presume, you see the DEX is still in uptrend, and now it's rejecting from the monthly H3. So what I can say is, if this candle closes as a bullish candle, okay, then you might go long after this 4 hour closes with a bullish candle. You might opt to go long. I would say you need to wait for this candle to close. If it goes down, then definitely it should proceed further down. But this is support now, monthly H3. So generally, it could already started a downward movement. The only thing is, if it closes with a bullish candle, then, well, you can go if the price breaks 3 pips above the bullish candle. But this could be also a sell. It looks like it could start a sell off also, so be careful about it indeed. You really need to be careful. It's not very, very clear. It still is in uptrend, but you see this is now retracement going, so it could go down. Sugar, Paul, I know I don't trade sugar, and I really don't have it here, so I'm not into commodity except for gold, possibly silver, but I don't trade sugar, indeed, Paul. Mostly currencies, indices, like equities, of course, all of them, and commodities like gold and silver. I don't trade sugar. Naveen is asking about dollar yen. Yeah, of course, I can take a look at dollar yen. It is bullish. It is bullish. It's going up above monthly H5. I don't have higher levels except we need to go a bit more higher. So here you see it's above quarterly H3. It takes time, but it might be targeting this level. It takes time, as I say, but it might be targeting this level, 111.08. You need to be careful with this, really. It could be targeting this level. Okay, so please be careful. As I say, the price could get volatile, and you don't want to be caught into something you are not able to manage, okay? So yeah, definitely you should be watching it. You see, quarterly H4, it's about monthly, so I guess it could go there. It's daily, but don't bet it cannot go. Just saying that this is the resistance here, but it could go more to the upside. 109.82 is resistance. Daniel is asking, what does H3 and H4 mean? H3 level is initially support, initially resistance. When price breaks it, it's support. I mean, those are Camarilla pivot points. I don't have the time, Daniel, to explain Camarillas. This is how I trade, and this is how I analyze the price. It's much more deeper than simply these levels. But initially H3 is resistance, L3 support. When price breaks it, it becomes support, and if the price breaks L3, it becomes resistance. So those are initial levels of support and resistance. For intraday trading, the most important are weekly. For intraday and swing trading, the most important are weekly H3 and weekly L3. Yeah, so Rolf is asking about dollar yen and Australian dollar. Yes, dollar yen and Australian dollar. I already showed dollar yen. Now the Australian dollar is, well, it's a slow moving pair, but you can see the price dropped below L3, even below L4. So I guess it's very bearish. Try to maybe go long if it goes here, or if it makes another close above L3, that will be a probable signal to go long. But I would not go long until it either closes with a 4-hour candle above L3, or if it eventually drops to L5. Only then I would thinking about closing it. So guys, yeah, be careful, be very careful about it. Okay, next question is New Zealand dollar. Possible shorting spots. Yeah, I would say, let me check the charts. I would say probably around this spot here. So yeah, it's 71.11. If it goes here, this is the spot where I would short it. I would place my stop loss above daily H3, 71.35, let's say. So that is where I would place possible short trades, indeed. So yeah, watch it, and as I say, go for it if it happens. But of course, be careful, simply because the price, if it wants to be bearish, it should resist this level and go down. But you see, it already hit daily L5, so it could go a little bit more to the upside. But as I say, watch for that, guys. Watch for it carefully. If you have any other questions regarding pairs, just ask me. As I say, 39.50 to 60 is sell. Stop loss here, target price here. $4 CAD, watch crude oil data, buy here, stop loss here, TP here. And as I say, I already exited half of positions, so you also can be careful if you want to go with these positions. But this is what I see at this point. I don't see any possible trades that I personally will make until these two are totally settled down. I think that between 1 and 4 trades per day are enough, really. Euro dollar, Dow, Euro dollar, Australian dollar. Yeah, this is trade management, indeed. This is how I do with my Telegram channel, and this is how I also personally trade. So I'm always very transparent in that. Okay, Euro dollar. Okay, a lot of questions now. I will try to go one by one, guys. Euro dollar. Tomorrow is ECB, so be careful. Do not risk more than you can afford. This is the euro dollar chart, and you can see levels to go short, as I already said, are close to weekly L4, L3, but it already went down. So you are late if you wanted to short it. You see, maybe 22, 26 is the next spot to go short. For long opportunities, again, you see daily L5, I would go with 21.20, it's weekly L5. So I would probably wait for that to go long on euro dollar. Next question. Let's see. Euro Australian dollar. Yeah, Euro Australian dollar here. Let's see. Okay. So Euro Australian dollar. Okay. Just give me a few seconds, guys. Okay. Euro Australian dollar. Okay. Similar pattern, bullish pattern, similar to zigzag, and I would go long around 60.60. Definitely, Euro Australian dollar is, I can say, yeah, definitely, guys. It is bullish, but as I say, you definitely need to be well aware of possible movement. If the price drops to 660, it definitely could be a long opportunity. Yes, long opportunity here. A good confluence. 60.66 and 60.63, yeah. So between 60.60 and 60.70. Australian dollar New Zealand is always buy the dip when Australian dollar New Zealand drops. It's usually always buy the dip when it drops. And you see, guys, you can even open weekly charts. It's always buy the dip when it dips too much. So 4-hour time frame, I would say also buy the dip. Now next dip, if it's here close to 0.648, I think it's a good buy, or eventually 0.670. This is going up. Yeah, this is going up indeed, in my opinion. Okay. So watch for it, indeed, watch for it. Next question is okay, the Dragon, GBPN. Okay, GBPN and Dow. Indecision. This is indecision. You see a lot of spinning tops, and you can even place trend lines here. So this is indecision, in my opinion. Wait, you see a lot of spinning tops. It is still below the H4, so if it continues down, then if it drop, if it continues up, it will probably go more to the upside. But you also have a trend line here. So you see, so unless it breaks this point here, 152.66, I don't think it will go more to the upside. But watch for this. This is spinning top. This is indecision, guys. Heavy indecision in the market. So be careful. Really be careful about it. To me, this looks like indecision in the market. Okay. And the Dow. Yeah, the Dow. Sorry, the Dow. Okay. I think I have it here. Yes. Big drop. Here you see a big drop. Price is supported, of course, monthly L1, weekly L5. If it goes below this level, then big downtrend will be confirmed towards monthly L3, 23.567. If it now because the price touched weekly level. It could spike, but I would sell it. If you ask me, I would go short probably around 24,200 or 24,334. These are levels to go short. If it goes down, then monthly L3 is next target, but have in mind this is like intra-week swing and the price could drop further. So watch for it. So guys, once more, I already showed you, so I don't need to repeat it again. Trading opportunity, the dollar CAD, and already short GBP dollar. I scaled out. I had 39.60, but I scaled out and I'm running the half of my position. You might maybe go short now and then with a low risk, put stop loss and the target, but do not risk more than 2%. Eric, yes, I read it, but I need to reply to you, Eric. Yes, I read it, and you can expect the reply. And I'm not sure why you didn't see reply, but I will definitely reply. I'll try to reply you today. Okay, maybe a little bit later, but today. Thank you, Eric. And I remember, Eric, we met on seminar in Slovenia when I had Admiral Market seminar in Slovenia. So yes, so don't worry. I read it and I prepared the reply, but I need to just forward it to Chris and we will reply together. So thank you for your questions and comments, guys. If you have anything else to ask, feel free to ask me. Let's see what market will do. But definitely, guys, as I said, dollar CAD is in a good uptrend. Even if the price drops lower after crude oil, I think generally it should go more to the upside. So really look for buying opportunities. These are the levels, rough levels. But as I say, definitely is long on dip. And GBP dollar still short on rallies, guys. So watch for it, indeed. Okay. So guys, if you don't have anything to add, I think we are clear. I don't see any further questions. Rolf, thank you for your excellent comments. He's saying, great, thank you, Nenad, and all the best to you. And of course, Rolf, you're welcome, and you're welcome all. You know that I always care for you, giving you best setups. And let's see if these two setups will bring us pips. I hope they will, because well, I also traded, guys. So it's always best when you see real trading from real trader. Thank you, guys. Wish you great trading day, great trading week, and talk to you soon as always. Cheers and trade safe.